While truck drivers heading to Mozambique to make deliveries have raised concerns about the delays they are experiencing at the Lebombo border post. They are accusing authorities at the border post between South Africa and Mozambique of prioritizing light motor vehicles drivers when clearing travelers. Newzroom Africa's Mweli Masilela is at the Lebombo border post and joins us live now. Mweli, thank you so much for joining us and for your time. What's the latest situation there?
That law enforcement officers at the Lebombo border post have had their hands full since the start of this morning. As you can see just behind me, a lot of vehicles are moving into Mozambique from the South African side through the Lebombo border post. But as you can see, it's mainly the light motor vehicles that are moving. And just 10 kilometers away from here, it's a stretch of trucks that are also waiting to get into Mozambique, transporting different materials. And according to the truck drivers, they are saying that they are not happy with the manner in which travelers are being cleared here, especially those that are transporting goods. So what they want is that officials at the border post should also prioritize them and not only the light motor vehicles. But I spoke to the spokesperson of the Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison here in the province, Mweli, who said that the backlog in terms of the trucks that are waiting to be cleared here has been mainly caused by the fact that many companies, trucking companies, are only starting now to have a chance to export more goods to Mozambique. As you know, that we had this challenge of COVID-19 regulations. So they are saying that during that period they were not able to export as many goods as possible. So they're using now this opportunity to transport the goods, hence the backlog unati here at the Lebombo border post.
Mweli, it's all good and well that authorities are saying that companies didn't follow procedure, but behind the wheels of those trucks are people that could be having fatigue. I mean, we know that some people have been waiting for hours. Are they not concerned that these truck drivers, by the time that they are given permission to travel, will be tired?
Indeed, Unati, I had an opportunity to speak to some of the drivers who are frustrated here. They're actually saying that they are not happy with the situation because here at the border post they don't have access, number one, to ablution facilities. They don't have access to clean drinking water. So life for them is an uphill battle. In fact, it's not like they've been waiting for hours. Some of those I spoke to actually said that they spent more than 4 days on the South African side waiting to get into Mozambique because another challenge from their side is that they don't just get cleared with their passport. They also have to go through screening and testing if they haven't already done that before coming to the border post. So those are some of the processes, Unati, that are delaying the whole process. So they are saying that next time perhaps the officials at the border post and also government authorities must consider trying to put measures in place that will help in terms of fast-tracking the process of clearing travelers here at the border post, Unati.
In fact, you speak of fast-tracking, Mweli. We've been monitoring Beitbridge border post where the situation is similar, where not even vehicles, normal motor vehicles, are being prioritized. People have been complaining that they've spent 5 days, up to 5 days, waiting at that border post. And we know that the Limpopo Transport Department, who we will be speaking to a little bit later on the show, has said that they're looking at ways in which to see if they can fast-track this process. They'll also be engaging the Department of Home Affairs. The officials that you've spoken to, have they given an indication of how they will fast-track these long queues?
Well, it's quite tricky, Unati, because the focus is not only on just clearing the travelers, because the motorists, as they come through, there's also some roadblocks along the road, and they get stopped on numerous occasions because you know that the Lebombo border post has been identified as one of the problematic areas in terms of cross-border crime, like human trafficking and also the theft and smuggling of vehicles from South Africa to Mozambique and also maybe from Mozambique to this side. So there's a lot involved. It's not just about clearing the travelers once they arrive here at the border post. They have to, police have to stop and search those vehicles to try and see if there are no illegal goods that are being carried. We know that even this year there's been quite a number of operations that have yielded a good result in terms of ensuring that those who are involved in criminal activities are caught here in at the border. But also the Premier was here, the Premier of Mpumalanga, Refilwe Mtsweni-Tsipane, just a few days ago, and she did say that, well, another concern is that some of the law enforcement officers here are colluding with criminals here in terms of allowing people to cross the border illegally, and also the issue I've mentioned of human trafficking. She said that also there are some officers that are involved in that. So those are some of the things that are being looked into here at the Lebombo border post, Unati. So we are waiting to see in terms of the feedback or the overall report in terms of what exactly transpired during this festive season, Unati.
Mweli, thank you so much for your time. That's where we have to leave it for this afternoon. That was Newzroom Africa reporter Mweli Masilela out there in Lebombo border post.